Another exciting heat for you now. The two-time world champion, John Florence, looking to fight his way to the top end of the ratings with a couple of big results here in Bali. He's up against Michael Rodrigues, the exciting rookie who's in the top 10 at the moment, and Miguel Pupo, who makes his return to Championship Tour competition.
Absolutely amazing.
And here we go, live action in the third heat of the morning. Miguel Pupo having a look at this one. Plenty of time on the clock, just under 27 minutes remaining. No major scores locked in just yet. Miguel taking a first look at it. At 13th. He can replace that with something better because, of course, we will be finishing the Margaret River event over at Uluwatu in the coming weeks. John Florence, Geordie Smith, they're sitting a little further down the ratings than we'd expect, but I just think that we could have a very different looking ratings after we complete these next two events. Here we go, Miguel Pupo on the inside, finds a bit of cover, out onto the open face. So that'll be the best wave of the heat, but still, it won't go too high on the scale.
Really, weaving up into the ball and the backhand is not a very easy feat out here. He drops in, identifies that the first section is going to flap, and then does a little kickstall grab rail, puts his body on the wall to slow down, comes out, and he does well to just kind of warm up. And I think that's something, not having priority, underneath priority, and really just finding something to do is smart. Keeping that rhythm, keeping that vibe and that feel out in the water. And he could go really well out here. He's so smooth, and with the waves being this big and strong, guys are performing at such a high level in such a small amount of time. So fun to watch.
Well, Miguel Pupo's been the busiest surfer in the lineup so far. He's going to try and punch his way through the white water here. You saw his board get slurped over the falls there. Tricky one to read, but he's out there. He's in that position of third priority. He's able to keep busy. Here's Michael Rodrigues. A couple of nice big swoops off the top. And now starts to lean hard on the tail of that board.
Huge gouge right there, but hey, he's going to still be rewarded for the tube time. And then this was Rodrigues throwing in some nice clean surfing up into the low bowl there. Nothing too dynamic, but yeah, I think he's also getting the cobwebs worked out on a wave that he doesn't have a lot of experience at.
Barrel on off of there. Meanwhile, out the back, tucking into the barrel. Will he find the exit? There's John Florence. He waited a long time for that wave, almost half the heat, and he's going to make it count.
That was, well, we're going to take a look at that and really kind of dissect it, but he was in a position in priority to wait it out, watching the waves throughout the morning, knowing that they were coming. Some quick thoughts happening for John. Takes off, grabs the wall. We've seen him do it so many times throughout his surfing career, back behind it, and then kicking out there to get back to the outside. But, he was deep, completely disappeared, finding the exit.
John Florence on the lookout out for a backup number, and during the break he had this one, Strider.
Yeah, pulled right up under the hood, driving through multiple sections, and then finds the exit out the end there, and it comes to the inside. Nice little setup cut back to find a little something on the inside, but that thing is slamming home on the inside. Really, really hard to attack the end section without a lot of speed, but I mean, pushing through a lot of foam and foam ball to get through that. So technical. We've seen so much of John in the tube, but that right there is something it's really hard to do, to stay.
Felipe Toledo and Connor Coffin in the next exchange. But Michael Rodrigues up once again, trying to break combination with this ride. Fading, staying close to the pocket. Hasn't yet found that wave that's got that big section.
See, there was a lot of drive on that front rail. If you do that, you're going to go over the handlebars in the barrel. Little head dip right there from Rodrigues. A turn off the top, but kind of staying over the fins. I didn't see a lot of rail engage, so the scores aren't going to go through the roof.
He's still in that nice little pocket, untouched by the lip of the wave. And that's how he got himself that 7-point ride as we see the replay of Miguel's wave. Great
positioning. He's still in it. As you can see his board right there at that last second. Seeing the best out of him, and I cannot wait to see this thing come through.
Well, Michael Rodrigues, he hasn't had too much cover. Barrel time out there at the moment. He's gone looking for turns. Well, just over 2 minutes to go. John Florence using his priority. This wave's going to open up for him. He'll find his way through this one. And that yellow board just clearly visible through the lip of the wave as John cuts back. And looks to ride this one through to the inside now, loading up some speed to get through this next little barrel section. And he's a good chance at dumping that 7-point ride. We'll find out in a moment.
Really reading the wave so well. It's the thing that he does the best. It's, you know, I think everything that happens for John happens before it happens in his mind. And he knows it. So that's something that really lends to his surfing. And right now, with the waves and the way they are and the size, I asked his coach, Ross Williams, you know, a bigger board, different board. He said, no. As the waves get stronger, John's boards work better. And that's something about that Ghost that he's riding, a 6.0 Ghost model that he's been just terrorizing through the last couple of years on a couple of different minor changes to the equipment. But
last wave, it is going to be too late for Michael Rodrigues and Miguel Pupo to turn this one around. But they can still enjoy the view here at Karamas. Michael tucking in. That wave clamps up. He won't find the exit. And it's going to be a pretty healthy heat score once again here at Karamas for John John.
You know, it's funny. I'm foaming at the mouth right now. So excited about this kind of stuff and really enjoyed that heat.
Well, that last wave is about to drop. It doesn't look like it's going to go into John John's top two, but still a healthy heat score total and a win here in the first round.